I came up kind of with the concept for I'm a Bee, which is the most viral video.
It's true.
You just pull out the bee costume. You're like, do you have an idea? Like, I want to do this. I don't know what song. Yeah, I'm a bee.
That's very good.
I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah. The bee was my idea, but
yeah,
the song, that was all you.
Yeah.
You nervous?
Yeah. A little bit.
Does the fact that I am a bee help?
I don't know if it does. Like, I'm not saying it does nothing. I just don't know if it does, like, if it helps or if it hinders. It's kind of just like a neutral path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaotic neutral.
That would be you.
Yeah.
If you were on the alignment chart. Totally, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, thank you for, welcome to What's the Buzz? I'm your host, Jeremiah, and I'm joined by the iconic Rebekah, a.k.a. Drunk Girl in TikTok.
Yes.
Horse in Pink Pony Club.
Otherwise known as Horse Girl, as you titled me, which
Horse Girl?
I'm not, but I am.
You're not you aren't a horse girl, but you are Horse Girl.
I was a horse girl at some point in my life, but I feel like a lot of girls go through that. Like the dream of running away with your horse companion and just living in the wilderness wild and free. Maybe not.
Huh.
Don't confirm that.
Listen,
it'll hurt.
Let me know.
Yeah. Duh.
Let me know.
Don't let me know.
Don't tell her. She'll stress about it. Let me know. Let me know.
I'll be anxious.
You were Lord Farquaad?
I was.
And Donkey.
Yes. I will always be Lord Farquaad somewhere inside.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
Yes. You were... you've done other things, other lip syncs at this
Probably.
point.
Have I?
What did we do? We just did some.
Oh, right, because we can talk about it because this is coming out in a few weeks.
Yeah.
So I was in Livin' La Vida Loca at this point, and I'm also in Look at What You Made Me Do. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. It's been a long day.
A long day, but a good day.
Yeah, really, seriously.
And the funniest part about your involvement on all of this is like none of it was kind of planned.
No, you were just like, hey, come on. I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
Like I put a thing on my stories before we blew up. Like we were doing well, things were going well, but I was basically like, anyone in the area know how to do makeup? Because like it was an inevitable path with the path we were on. There was an inevitability there.
Yeah, somehow. It's ironic too because I'm not a makeup artist by any means. I've done my own makeup multiple times, and I've been in theater a lot.
Yeah.
So I know how to do theatrical makeup, and I know I've done a few like special things for some costumes that I've done, but otherwise, like other than YouTube tutorials and hopes and dreams, I had like really no concept of what I was getting into. But you were like, yeah, I mean, if somebody knows, and I was like,
I mean, you know more than me.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what you said to me actually in the text on Instagram, because I was like, how knowledgeable do you need the person to be? And you said more knowledgeable than me. And I was like, that's probably where I'm at.
It's a sweet spot. Yeah. And you sell yourself short. You have done great.
Thanks.
Like
gross.
You have.
Okay.
What excited you about helping day one?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, first question. What excited you about helping day one?
So you probably know this at this point, but so Jeremiah is actually a friend. Like I've known you actually for a long time. I've known about you for longer than that too.
Yeah. Because I was tight with your aunt.
Yeah, you knew my cousins. So I knew the last name Shoemaker for a really long time, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then we met 5-6 years ago, maybe 7 at this point, at the young adults group where I met my husband, who was already friends with you at that point. And I think you guys, he told me about some late night situation where you encouraged him to like friend me on Facebook. So it's kind of
that sounds like me.
Yeah, it's kind of his responsibility that I'm currently married to a pretty rad person.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, but anyway, the original question was what? Just to go back.
Just what?
What made me interested in like?
Yeah.
Honestly, me and my husband have been trying to find ways to hang out with you guys more. So that's kind of why.
I mean, that is a foolproof way to hang out with me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like he keeps on saying like, "Oh, I need to talk to Jeremiah. We should invite them over. We should do this. We should do that." And I've been trying to befriend your wife for so long, and it finally happened. Like it's been a slow, like there was a lot of like, we can't hang out right now. She's not feeling well. And I really wanted to respect that because I know, not from a physical standpoint, but just like, I know how hard it is to be a friend to people when you're not in a good place. So I was like, gotta give them their space. But when this presented itself, I was like, okay.
So what I hear you saying is you had a side quest scheme.
Yes. I did.
To befriend Annie.
Yes. Which we were already friends, technically. Yeah. Like, we've been friends. I don't need to use air quotes for that. We've been friends for at least a year, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah.
But I always thought she was cool and I wanted to grow like closer to her somehow.
Yeah.
So, and also the secondary thing is that I've kind of been like, you are a very creative person. You're extremely creative. You have a lot of, I don't know. You've had a lot of moments of like really good ideas that I've borne witness to. I don't know what the correct phrase is, but I enjoyed being a part of like your story, I guess, of like just, I mean, you helped me out a few years ago with my capstone project for my animation.
I did.
Yeah.
And I ruined your Christmas.
He gave me COVID.
And it was days before Christmas.
Oops. It's fine. We've moved past it. Maybe.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. It's okay. But that was really fun to work with you. Even though you weren't like necessarily helping me with the process, you were still there like checking in on things. And I was like, this is really cool to work with this guy. I really like it. And I've enjoyed hearing you talk about your creative process and I can relate to it a lot. So I was like, I think I kind of want to be like around this more because I think one of the things I miss most, especially about like, I don't know, when I was in college, I always had a group of peers like reviewing, critiquing, suggesting stuff, encouraging me. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want that back, you know? So, you know, yeah, there's a lot of reasons. But like the top two was like, Annie's cool. I want to help.
Yeah.
And I also think Jeremiah is cool and I want to help. So I just really wanted to help.
Excellent. So you talked about creative process. Yeah. Tell me more about like your creative process, what you were drawn to about my creative process. Like, just talk about that a little bit.
So about your creative process specifically, because I mean, before all of this happened, like probably sometime last year, I remember going over to your house a few times and we got into talking about just like ideas and how like the creative process worked and how stressful it could be and how much it could take a toll on stuff. And I shared with you a little bit about my story of like I graduated college, got married. I did not want to go into the animation industry at the time because of, I think the writer's strike was happening at the same time. So Hollywood was kind of a mess. And also I didn't really want to move to California because my family's here. Yeah. And luckily also my husband has a solid like income flow. So we didn't need to worry about me getting a job right away. So I took time, but I also had this pressure of like, man, I really need to do something with my life because what did I just do all of that for? Like, you know, I need to do something or else I had this idea of like maybe there was a little bit of worthlessness involved if I didn't. So I think I connected with you specifically because you were talking about how stressful it was to like constantly be on and constantly be trying to think of new ideas and how when it didn't really go anywhere, it was super discouraging because I experienced that because I tried to do animation by myself and it kind of flopped. Not that I'm really proud of the work I did in that time period, but I became so burnt out that I was like, can't do this. Can't do this. Had to take a break. But when I started talking to you, I was really inspired by how you were like, I don't know, you just had such a drive to do something. And I really wish I had that. I always thought in the back of my head, I was like, man, if this guy does something and I somehow get involved, that would be the perfect avenue for me to get back into like creative thinking. Like that's not just like a casual hobby or, you know, So I don't know. I was really inspired by how you functioned. Yeah. I don't know if I told you that before.
No, that's cool though. And I forgot about those conversations.
I didn't. I have a good memory.
So how have you, I mean, you've been increasingly involved more in what we're doing now, but it's still new. I mean, it's been like a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
sometime in June.
Yeah.
Your birthday, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. End of June. Yeah. So like a month.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to know that sort of creative burnout that you described before. First of all, have you experienced it so far in this? But more my question I'm trying to get to is what do you think is different?
So I've been slowly getting better. I kind of had my creative burnout between like, I would say just 2023 and 2025.
Yeah.
Sometime last year, I have been getting copious amounts of therapy. It's been helping a lot. Highly suggest it.
Therapy.
But through the process of just kind of reworking how I relate to my creativity, it's not supposed to be this like pressured thing that I'm supposed to do because if I don't do something, then like, oh, I'm wasting my time or I'm not enough or like all these deep things. But I slowly learned like, no, I am supposed to enjoy this. I'm supposed to just let myself think of things naturally and not try and force it to happen because I want to prove my worth. I want to do it. I found out I want to do it because I just like producing stuff. So like, you know, whether it's art, costumes, whatever I put my hands on. I've been getting into knitting. It's been quite fun. But it's not supposed to be like, if I don't do this, I'm failing. It's more of just like, I want to do this. What a revolutionary concept.
Yeah.
But I have not gotten burnt out from this, specifically because it is much more enjoyable to have a creative process with somebody else who is also like helping you along. And you're also very I don't know if this is the right word, but like generous with the fact that I don't always have to be here, which is also very,
I mean, I appreciate that, but I'm also not paying you yet.
I know, but
like we're all basically volunteers in this current endeavor. I feel like I'm not in a position to be like, hey, you really should be here.
I have to be here. Unpaid intern.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I'm not being paid, but I still have this. Like, you're still my friend. Yeah. I still want to do right by you and by Annie and by now Skylar, even though I still don't know her, have never met this girl. But I want to make sure that I'm putting, because whatever, I'm also trying to chill out about this a little bit because I can go a little extreme, but I tend to want to be very like, whatever I put my mind to, I want to do the best I can, you know?
Yep.
I don't half do anything. And I'm pretty sure you've said something similar, but it's like, I want, like, even if it's eyeliner, I get annoyed if I'm putting eyeliner on you and it's like slightly off and I'm like, no, it has to be right.
Yeah.
But it's just because I have standards for myself, but I'm realizing that I don't need to be that strict, I guess, with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of lost my train of thought.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What of the things that you've worked on so far in these processes, what do you think was your proudest moment?
Oh gosh, in this?
Yes, like our current endeavor of doing stuff together.
I mean, hey, let me tell you a little story. I don't know if this has already been said. I came up kind of with the concept for I'm a Bee, which is the most viral video.
It's true.
He came up, so it was on his birthday. It was on your birthday, and I think we had the plan of like we're gonna do these songs. I'm gonna be in TikTok. It's gonna be great. And then you just pull out the bee costume. And you're like, do you have an idea? Like, I want to do this. I don't know what song. And I was like, I thought there's a video of an animation of like bees, which I showed you at one point on YouTube that I thought was really funny. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be like Fergie and the Black Eyed Peas. And you just were like, yes.
That's very good.
And I was brand of like the seal of approval. So I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
Just I live vicariously through the fact that I had a part in the most viral video that we had, which is very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, the bee was my idea, but the song, That was all you.
Yeah. But to be fair, you also did the rest of the work. So it's not like I had a huge hand in it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have been the same if I did, I don't know, some other B song. Do you know what I mean?
Fair. I don't even know. Is there another B song?
There's lots, but the problem was I couldn't. The only ones I could think of were ones that I've already thought about and either done a lip sync of or want to do. And I didn't want to give it away.
That's fair.
But yes.
Yeah.
That is a proud moment. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I would say, oh gosh. I think the other proudest moment was thinking of the horse head for Pink Pony Club.
Yeah, also all your idea.
Yeah, I definitely was like, it'd be really funny. I really want to buy a horse head. I don't know if this was the same day, but I had visited you because I went thrift shopping for clothing for you.
Yes.
And for the Pink Pony Club thing. And I think it might have been around the same time, but I had a discussion with you of like, hey, can I wear a horse head, like, and just play the piano or something? Like the concept kind of fell into place as we were talking and as I was doing your makeup.
Yes.
So
yes,
I was really proud of that as well. Yeah. And also Lord Farquaad because I just love dancing real hard.
I don't know why it didn't occur to me, but when we got ready to shoot Believer and you were already dressed as Lord Farquaad, and like I went to hit record and then you got down on your knees and so you were at the bottom of the frame. Yeah. It didn't even cross my mind that you were going to do that.
Oh, really?
And so it was the funniest thing.
I had that in my head the moment I thought of Lord Farquaad so I thought everybody was just on the same like this is what we're doing. So I mean,
it made sense, but I was like instantly like this is so much funnier.
Thank you. I'm really happy I was able to do that. Yeah, there were a lot of, you know what? Okay, there is also a moment that I'm proud of that seemed so like, in my mind, it wasn't supposed to be obvious, but it was the horse hoof thing for the piano for Pink Pony Club.
Iconic.
But that was not pre-planned like at all. We weren't like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna like do that.
Yeah.
I think I was expressing like frustration to you about like, I wish I could play the piano, but I can't see jack. I can't see anything in this mask. And so I think as a joke, I was just starting to hoof it and you were like, do that. And I was like,
you need to do that.
I was like, maybe people will get it. And then like people clocked it immediately.
It's so good. Because even the way that we paste the video, the first thing you see is like the hands and you're like, what is happening? Yeah. And then you get it with the horse. It's so good. It's so good.
The people in the comments being like, oh, I understand. It made me so happy.
Yeah. Actually, so I think you and I have developed a really interesting creative process in these videos.
Totally.
Talk a little bit about that. Like, what has our creative process, how has it fleshed out? Because at this point, we've done a decent amount of them together.
Yes. Yeah.
Whether you're a part of it or you're like behind the camera, but you're still involved.
Pretty good examples were last week's shooting when we were doing Bad Guy and oh my gosh.
Every Time I Touch?
Yes, thank you. And then all the Shrek stuff. Yep. But for the first two, because that was just you.
Yep.
And I was behind the camera. I was helping. And it's more like we have an idea of like, yeah, let's do this song. And then we just kind of stumble into the concept, to be honest. Every single time. And like, I'm happy that I have you to riff off of. And I feel like our creative, like our comedy brains are pretty well synced. So it's like, you put on the bob for Bad Guy and I was like, yeah. And then the fog machine like billowing up as it was it was so cool.
Yeah, like things that we planned for Bad Guy before we shot, like before we started shooting. The song. Yeah. Eyeliner.
Yeah, sure. Like eyeliner, some eyeshadow.
I don't think it was until a couple minutes before or like 20 minutes before we shot that I thought of turtleneck.
Yeah. You wanted a different shirt.
I was going to wear a different shirt. Yeah. I wasn't going to use that wig.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be Lord Farquaad. That's why we had it. Using the styrofoam head was maybe the night before. I think it was day of.
It was like you said it'd be really funny. So we had a makeup budget that I was working to like, get all of the basics because we don't have like a huge makeup thing right now. But it was either because you had texted me or you had called me like, hey, I want to do bad guy. I think it'd be really fun if we did like that not old fashioned, but like the mannequin head thing.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I have two options. We buy setting powder for makeup,
Yep.
or I buy mannequin heads. Mannequin heads are very useful because we have a lot of wigs, but I was
Yep.
like, I think I gotta do that. So it was like 2 days before.
Okay. So that one was one idea we brought in.
Yes.
But like use of the fog machine in the like coming in and out of.
And also the color scheme.
The color scheme doing green.
Yeah,
all
green.
of that was like as we hit record and started doing it.
It was, I think also there were a lot of times where we were both like looking at the camera and being like, it looks so good. It looks so freaking good. And we were getting really hyped up on each other. And that happened with Every Time We Touch too.
I was worried Every Time We Touch was going to feel a lot like the Britney song we did.
It didn't.
It didn't.
It felt like, because we were also using the fog machine for that.
Yep.
So it was really... I remember because you were like, I need a fan. So you went home, got a fan.
The fan was pre-planned because I wanted it to be like flowy hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I remember you were kind of disappointed with the amount of fan, you know?
Well, the part that made the fan ended up being how it was like projecting the fog.
Yeah, it was just like shooting it. You said, I think you like described it as it looks cold.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was such a cool, like we were watching it back and we were also like freaking out about that. Yeah. It was so cool.
Like it has such a Euro pop feel.
It does.
Which Britney doesn't have.
And then like Cascada shared our freaking reel.
She did.
I was freaking out.
She shared it on her story.
That song has a lot, I think for almost any American, maybe not even just American, like many girls within the world who grew up in the same time period as I did have a spiritual connection to that song. Yeah. So part of me was like, I made it.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I've ascended.
Yeah. It's so good. Like it bothers me that we like I want to have more preparation on making a video, but I know even the ones that we just shot, like
we had none.
We had some kind of ideas. Yeah. And then we hit record and it's like, oh.
But actually.
No. This is the gimmick.
Yeah. You and Joe were like going at it with like the Taylor Swift one where you were just like, and we do this and we do that and we do this. And I was like, it's coming together, guys. I was just in the back like witnessing you guys just like functioning and it was so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. He'd be like, what if we did this? And I'm like, I got it.
Yes.
This is exactly how we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the moodiness of it so much. At this point, I have not seen like the finished product, but I felt really good doing it.
So good.
And I still had the makeup on from Livin' La Vida Loca, so I felt even more like a diva.
Yeah.
It was pretty great. We were all divas.
Yeah.
And he did great too.
And like every single one we've done.
Yeah.
And at this point, I think we're like 30 in, has been unique. And there's been something that's uniquely funny about that one.
It's so special.
And like,
man,
it's
been really fun. It's been so fun. I think I really just missed like being around people who can just be like, yes, and basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Something so special about it where you just kind of like riff off of each other and then suddenly you're just done and you're like, you're all exhilarated and it's great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're going to take a quick break. Hear a word from our sponsors.
Thank you,
sponsors.
And
we'll be back. Thank you, sponsors.
Yeah.
Do you like immersive, story-driven podcasts? Do you enjoy a good underdog story? If so, then I have just the thing for you. In October of 2024, I began documenting my journey of leaving my job to build my own creative company called Sleepy Dog Creative. And I created a podcast called Over the Edge. It's a story of struggle, of success and failure, and a story about stepping out of your comfort zone to pursue your dream. Along the way, you'll hear candid phone calls from my business mentor, my team, and video journals of me processing the highs and the lows of a life lived over the edge of your comfort zone. You can listen to Over the Edge on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all the other places where you find your podcast. Over the Edge is one of the coolest creative projects I have ever done, and I can't wait for you to hear it. Here's to the nights we had. Here's to the days ahead. Here's to a brand new day. Know it's gonna be okay. All right, so I asked our audience what questions they had for you.
Hello.
And so I have some questions. You saw some of the ones.
I saw some of them because I was a little bit, I wanted to know.
You were Snoopy.
Well, I wanted to know, like, am I really like that much of a character, like a part of the lore?
Yes.
To the point where people are curious about me?
Yes.
So I wanted to see, but it was on Facebook.
As a matter of fact, you are.
I was stalking, I'm sorry.
But I also, on Instagram, I said it as a story.
Yeah, you did.
So that she couldn't see it. Because I knew you would try to prepare.
I did.
Question 1.
Yeah.
What do you do on a day off for fun?
Oh, for fun. For fun? Gosh, usually knitting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very much a grandmother when it comes to that. So yeah, knitting, or just like I play Animal Crossing, or I just bought a new game that's really fun, Rhythm Heaven Groove for the Switch. Mm-hmm. I was showing Annie earlier.
Yeah.
And yeah, so mostly those things. Sometimes I just like, I don't know, I garden. Yeah. I have a lot of garden space in my backyard.
Yeah, you do a lot of gardening.
Yeah. I got corn yesterday. I harvested a bunch of corn.
Really?
Which is kind of apropos for the costume I just made. Yeah.
Also corn.
Yeah. Also corn.
Do you have it enough to integrate it into a lip sync?
I think Annie was saying we should do that, like, you know,
It's corn.
Yeah. A big lump with thumbs. Yeah. So I could.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
They said there are 2 questions that are basically the same.
Oh, sure.
First one, why are you so cool? Second one, how are you so cool? Please answer 1.
My parents. No context.
Cool. That's great. Works.
I was born.
It works for me.
With my parents.
Yeah. Are there any songs that we haven't done yet that you would want to do?
Bohemian Rhapsody. And also Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. I'm very excited for those 2 concepts. Oh, and then Holding Out for a Hero, but specifically the Shrek version because it's better. Sorry, Bonnie Taylor, but you know.
Hot take. Hot take. Let's see. What was it challenging, and what was the hardest part about keeping the secret from Annie in the first series?
I can't say it was challenging because I didn't see her much.
Yeah, like your lives didn't intersect.
No, not really. Mostly because she was still on recovery. So, and like, we hadn't been hanging out a lot. I think the last time, honestly, that we saw you was New Year's Eve /day.
Yeah. Long before.
Yeah, really long time. Like that was the last time I saw you and her because we were hanging out together. And then I think the next time I saw you was literally on your birthday.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was like, because she wasn't doing well. She had a lot of surgery going on. I didn't want to bother her. I texted her a few times.
Yeah.
But that's about it because I was just like, let her recover and be that, you know. So the only time it was a little bit difficult was when it was when we were all at the drive-in together, and the story has already been shared, but when you were like, you know, I was just so adamant. I was telling my husband, like, because he actually, so a few days, when we were invited to the drive-in, later that day, I was talking about like, oh yeah, we're going to see them next weekend on Friday. Yeah. And then he was like, oh, I got to talk to Jeremiah about this thing that we were talking about. And I was like, no, we didn't see him. We didn't see anyone. The last time we saw them was New Year's Eve. So shush. And he was like, right, I forgot.
Yeah, because it was same day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I was very much trying to just be like, we can't say anything. We're not going to say anything. And luckily, it was like really stormy at the drive-in. So it's not like we really had a lot of interaction anyway, because we were mostly just both in our separate cars, just vibing to Minions.
Yes.
And not really hearing it either, because,
Because, it's the outdoor.
I was still nervous, though, because I was like, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
And then you looked at me directly, and you were like, All-Star. And I was like,
that would be a cool one.
It would be. It was. But
foreshadowing.
Shut up. Yeah.
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 Do you have a favorite makeup look that you've done for me?
A favorite makeup look. Oh gosh. I mean, Chapel was pretty iconic.
It was.
It was pretty iconic.
Probably the most elaborate.
Yes. I feel like that's the obvious answer. But I also, okay, what did we do last? We did, gosh, what was the one? Oh, Shrek. Duh. I loved doing Shrek.
That's true.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
And all of like, I also kind of like doing all the simple ones like Bad Guy and also Look at What You Made Me Do. I just think you looked really good in that red lip.
I did.
It's just true.
I did.
Yeah.
It's true.
We all had red lip.
Yeah. Somebody asked how to do the facial hair for Lord Farquaad.
Okay, so there's a technical way of doing it, which I learned at theater.
I think you did it in like record time.
Oh, yeah.
You disappeared for a second, and then you were back.
And I was back.
You were full Farquaad.
I was. Anyway, no, so there's a technical way of doing it, and then there's the way I did it. The technical way of doing it is usually you have, so in a theater makeup kit, you have some like cream base foundations in different shades to put on, and there's something called a stipple sponge or a stipple brush that basically you like a little bit of water, you dip it into that color, and then you just kind of like dab it on your chin or wherever you want the facial hair to be. Yeah. I did not have a stipple brush, so I bought a bunch of like disposable mascara wands, and I saw somebody doing this on YouTube, so credit to them. I don't know your name, I'm sorry. But I have some like Mayron Paradise paint, and I just wet the brush a little bit, like scraped on the gray and the black, and I just kind of like dabbed it and kind of like brushed it on my face to look more like hair, I guess. So that's how.
Dang.
Tutorial.
Dang. This is a similar question to the lip sync,
sure,
but more makeup specific. Is there a character that you've wanted to do or that you want to do makeup for, whether it's myself or you?
Oh gosh.
Or someone else?
That's actually a really hard question. I'm not a makeup artist. I think I've already said that. I'm not a makeup artist.
Yet.
I am now. Well, okay, fine. Not yet, I guess.
Yet.
I'm not very practiced in a lot, so I haven't had a lot of like forethought to think of like, oh man, I gotta be this or whatever. But there was a concept that we've been talking about. I think I already mentioned like in the songs that I really want to do the holding out for a hero, because like, I mean, Shrek is a little bit of a theme at this point with what we're doing, just a little bit. It's like first is the bee and now it's Shrek. Who knows what's next?
Yeah, I can't help but
But I would love either Annie, me, maybe you, to be the fairy godmother. It'd be really funny. It'd be really good. Or like even like, I don't know, handsome Shrek would be a funny one to do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so in connection to that song, definitely something like that.
Yeah. 100%. All right, let me see if there's another good one in here. It took me out of the page.
Oh no.
Now I gotta navigate.
Who made the bee?
A friend of mine, Abby.
Thanks, Abby.
Abigail? Abby? I don't remember which you prefer.
It's a bee.
A bee.
A bee.
Abby made a bee.
Oh, wow. It's very nice.
Yes.
It's very cute.
She knocked it out of the park. First piece of memorabilia.
Oh my gosh.
It's very good.
Anyway.
Okay. Favorite costume you've ever created?
Oh gosh. That's actually really hard. Shoot. Man, I don't like all of them. I will preface with that, but there's like a handful. I really like my corn wizard. I won a costume contest with it 2 days ago, which was very spontaneous. But that one was pretty fun just because like a year ago I was like, what if I was corn? And then I was. There was also a costume I never got to wear out because I make costumes specifically when I go to the Renaissance Fair, because I don't like really go to like cons or I don't cosplay. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. But there was like this cool prismatic fairy that I created last year, but I finished it too late, so I never got to wear it. I did get to model in it though. That was a pretty fun experience. And then probably the moon goddess costume I did like 2 years ago. So like those are my top 3.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've kind of done some elaborate stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's been fun.
Do you have any other hobbies? I mean, you mentioned gardening.
Yes. Yeah, I do garden.
You do gardening?
I do a lot of gardening. I have so many potatoes right now. Do you need potatoes?
I mean, I would take some potatoes.
Cool. There's a whole basket of potatoes that I harvested like yesterday, and that's only half of it. I'm feeding my family through the winter.
It's no small potatoes.
No, they're quite large. But yeah, I garden and I knit and occasionally crochet. I do draw sometimes. It's ironic that I went to school for it, but I've kind of like fallen out of it.
Yeah.
I do this. I guess it's a hobby still.
I think it qualifies as a hobby technically. It would be cool at some point if you were interested to integrate your like animation chops.
I have thoughts about that.
And, if it was something that gave you life to do that.
Yeah. If it didn't stress me out.
Yes.
But no, yeah, costuming, drawing, knitting, playing video games. Is that a hobby? Yeah. I have a lot of creative ventures. Sometimes I dance. Not professionally.
I mean, clearly.
Well, it's fair. I mean, I guess it's kind of professional now.
I mean, I think it counts. I think I technically dance in a professional capacity at this point.
I would say so.
Like,
I would say so.
I'm not going to put it on like a resume.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if we're being technical.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I also, is it a hobby to learn a language?
I think it could.
I'm learning Japanese.
I feel that sounds like a hobby. It sounds like a great hobby.
Yeah.
So as you're looking forward to like, there's a lot of ways this could build and grow.
So many.
In exciting ways.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about? And it could be as specific or as broad as you want.
So there are a few things I'm excited about. First off is, again, everything I've said about just like having a creative group to be a part of, because I've really missed that. And also to kind of like fulfill I don't know. Okay. So like backtracking a little bit into a previous conversation about just like creativity, burnout and stuff. One of the best pieces of advice, thank you, Julia, for what I was going through and what I will continue to hold onto for the rest of my life is you will find success when you stop defining it by other people's definition of success. So like stop trying to look for what other people think is successful and try and define it by your own standards. And that's when you're actually going to like proceed onwards. And I find this very like, I know I'm not getting paid. I know you guys aren't like necessarily giving me any kind of monetary value, but I'm still finding success in this because I'm enjoying it. Yeah. I'm hanging out with friends. Yeah. I'm doing something really cool. And I think the other thing that I'm excited about that was kind of like, I mean, it was always the reason I started helping was to help you guys, you know, because I was like, I don't want you guys to be in debt. I don't want Annie to not be able to have this surgery or to not, you know, I just wanted to help.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny because last week we were doing a few BTS things like behind the scenes about like, oh, this is for you, Skylar. And I was like, I don't know you yet, but I really want to help. And then I thought about that later because I listened to her full story, listened to it on, you know, the podcast platforms. And I think I actually watched on YouTube, but I thought, oh, wait, I want to help people. Like, I really want to help people. And this is a really weird way of helping people. But it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do it. And I'm not a very altruistic person, I think. You can disagree with me. It's fine. I just like the moment I start being like, yeah, I'm so humble. I'm so altruistic. I don't know. Stop me, slap me. Don't, I'll cry. But like, you know.
Yeah.
But I really want to help people. And I think like this is a really, again, a very strange way of doing it. But if it does, cool.
But it seems to be working.
It seems to be working.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. Like that's, it's funny to say it's unexpected because that's the whole reason why we're doing it. And that's the whole reason I started doing it. But I was like, suddenly had this epiphany of like, I'm doing something like that's actually benefiting people. And I know, like, it's unfortunate that it takes so much effort to just help one person. But just think of, like, if we continue, that number of people will grow.
Yeah.
And then maybe other people who are watching us will get inspired to do stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like I really like this. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want to keep on doing stuff.
Well, and for what it's worth, And so all you at home know as well. The goal is to pay you.
Oh, thanks.
The goal is to pay me too.
That's true.
You know, we all just
sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsor us.
Do it.
We
Please?
sponsor.
Please.
You know, it's fascinating. One of the things this is a bit of a tangent, but one of the things I realized, the reveal series where I presented everything to Annie took our following on Instagram from 100,000 to 200,000.
Yeah, that was wild.
And took our following on Facebook from 27 to 100,000.
That's crazy.
Right. So it meant that like cross-platform, the audience that we had tripled.
Yeah.
But I know. But the realization I had was, going forward, everyone that encounters what we're doing is going to have an assumption that we are an established, successful enterprise. Not that
we're just a bunch
this
of
just
people.
blew up. Right.
Yeah.
And we're like, there's lots of opportunities to pay our own bills and to help other people and expand this. And like, there's so many opportunities, but like, we still have to build them.
Yeah.
And so that was a realization that I was like, we have to communicate differently to people now, because now going forward, that's not a bit of context that they're going to have.
Nope. Yeah. We have to kind of say like, we're just a goofy bunch of people, just a bunch of little guys.
We're just a couple dreamers.
Yeah.
Because making good things happen. Yeah. Because we believe.
We're also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
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 But you got to believe and be crazy. It's like the same thing, really.
Anyway. Well, you truly are an invaluable part of this team.
I'm going to leave right now.
Like, I know you hate this, but
Gross.
Like, I said it earlier.
Thank you.
Off, like it was on camera on accident. It was off camera. Like the camera happened to be recording. Yeah. But like all of the things that have performed the best, just look at the analytics. Everything that has performed the best, you had an active contributing hand in.
I appreciate that.
I mean, it's kind of a compliment, and it's also just stats.
Yeah, fair.
It's just the data has shown like you are making this better. So
yeah, thanks. Seriously, thanks. It's nice to. I've felt like I've had a lot of potential for a while. I didn't know where to put it. I also didn't want to like toot my own horn and be like, oh yeah, I'm like I genuinely believe if anybody wants to do something and they have enough motivation to do it, they can do it. Like maybe minus a few situations, of course. But I've always wanted to do something with what I have, and I'm glad that I can put it into this.
Yeah.
And it's a little validating to be like, oh, okay, my ideas aren't bad. You know? It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, genuinely, thanks.
Let's keep doing it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all, as always. Until next time, if you have any crazy stories, encouraging stories, we're going to be soon starting a new segment called Dang, That's Wholesome.
That's really nice.
Where we share stories from you guys about things that are wholesome. Examples of crazy good that you have seen out in the world. It could be something that you did yourself and you want to inspire other people. Hey, I stepped out in this little way and I think it was cool. Or it could be sharing some sort of like public news story that you saw that you think is an example of something that's wholesome.
Yes.
If you have any of those things, you can send it to our email address, docrazygood@gmail.com. And when you do so, tell me a story. Don't just be like, I did this thing and it was cool. Like, I want, like, pull me in. Tell me about the sights, the smells, the fears.
So many smells.
Yeah, just like tell a story. Anyway, docrazygood@gmail.com. Send us your stories, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, I want to be a part of that.
Any final last thing to say?
Until we shenanigan.
Excellent.
Thanks. Bye.